Nia DaCosta's Hedda is absolutely delicious. I loved this movie so much. I was fortunate enough to check out Hedda back in October at the Chicago International Film Festival. It has since dropped on Amazon Prime for streaming. I have watched it again, and it is one of my favorite movies of the year. And if you haven't checked it out yet, this is your sign that you absolutely need to give it the attention it deserves. Hedda is an adaptation of the iconic Ibsen play, and it is about Hedda Gabler, who finds herself torn between the lingering ache of a past love and the quiet suffocation of her present life. Over the course of one charged night, her long repressed desires and hidden tensions erupt, and it pulls her and everyone around her into a spiral of manipulation, passion, and betrayal. Nia DaCosta is a director I really love and admire. I think she has such a varied and wide-ranging filmography. She's someone who can kind of do it all, in my opinion, in terms of genre, in terms of scale. So like, I knew I was in good hands, but I think this movie is her absolutely operating at the height of her capabilities. She's crafted a vision that is both extravagant and incredibly suffocating and intimate. And I think it's really remarkable the way she's folded in these new layers to this very well-known story. This adaptation pulls Hedda into the 50s in Britain, and it also swaps the gender of Hedda's past lover. This character is Eileen Lovesborg, played by Nina Haas, and I just think, that decision, the setting change, casting Tessa Thompson, it folds in these layers of gender and sexuality and race into the original text and makes it so rich and new. I think this is her most confident effort yet. That confidence is trickling into all the technical facets, right? Like the production design is beautiful. We are largely confined to this one house, but it has such a personality as we move from room to room to like whisper something or unfold another secret. You can definitely feel that this is a play, but I think the design of this house allows that to thrive in an exciting way. It doesn't feel like we're just watching someone put a play on screen. We have this dynamic movement and these dynamic location changes and the way the location suits each scene. It's lovely. Costume design, riveting, extravagant, gorgeous. So shout out to Lindsay Pugh, the costume designer, and to Kara Brower, our production designer. I think they're working in tandem to give us this opulent world. Sean Bobbitt's cinematography is also enhancing this too. There's this dreaminess to it, right? When we're in the thick of the party, there is this like warmth, and we're really getting sucked into the world, and we know why Hedda clings so hard to it. No spoilers at all, but when we are faced with the reality of the next day after this get together, everything is much colder and we're operating in cool tones. I think it's so smart and so effective. And then there's the score. Hildur Guðnadóttir, the composer of Joker, Joker Folie à Deux, composer of Tar, not only is she merging like vibrant, period accurate music, but she's also incorporating a lot of breath work in there, and it really adds to this darkness and this internality of the character. Which brings me to Tessa Thompson, my favorite leading performance of the year. I think it's one of the very best of the year. It's probably her best to date. I think her version of Hedda is so wicked yet achingly broken, and she's spilling from these cracks she's so desperate to conceal. I think Tessa Thompson really does not get enough credit for how great she is, but this really solidified it for me. She's making a meal out of these lines, the way her Hedda speaks, the cadence, the diction, it's so intentional and precise and cutting. There's one scene in particular where she is trying to liven up the party and get people onto the dance floor, and watching her just maneuver that room and control the party and the atmosphere is so impressive and so telling without saying anything at all. I loved watching her in those like internal moments, silently maneuvering each pawn in her game, because as many characters repeatedly say, like, you love your games, and you can feel that. And I think what Thompson does so well is she marries this love of the game with the whims that Hedda is always quote unquote giving into. She like can't help but give into these impulses, these impulsive things she's bringing to light, but also it really helps her with the game she's trying to win and the game she is only playing. I loved it. I really hope she gets some award recognition. I'm worried because of the rollout of this movie, but we'll see. I'm going to be pushing her. Nina Haas is also such a staggering presence here from the minute she enters the frame. If you've seen that clip rolling around, the double dolly shot, it's so staggering. She immediately commands it so much, and the work is precise. And as each layer is peeled away, it's done with intent and care. And it's so captivating watching her come undone, but still maintain this prowess. I was a little shocked because coming out of TIFF, this was getting some more lukewarm reception, but I thought this rocked. I watched it a second time and it really held up for me, and I really hope it gets its proper push as it goes further into award season. It's been out for a bit now, but like I had to make a video to push it again because I think this is staggering. It's one of the year's best. I gave it a 4.5 out of 5. Thank you so much for tuning in to this review. Make sure you do all the things you're supposed to do on a YouTube channel. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share, follow me everywhere, and stay tuned because award season is going to be a busy one. I'm catching up on my festival coverage where I'm covering a lot of my favorite movies of the year, and we're going to be going right into awards predictions, so you won't want to miss that. But until next time, bye.